To celebrate the first day of spring, I'm backcountry camping at the Big Thicket National Preserve in East Texas. This is an amazing location with 10 different ecosystems all mixed in with each other. You'll find forests next to deserts, next to swamps. Truly amazing. You'll notice that I have a little camping buddy back here. Those of you who are familiar with him sometimes have nicknamed me the Mr. Rogers of Bushcraft. That's because I bring a little bear along with me. He's a great camping partner, and of course he's all just in fun. He doesn't say too much, but makes really an excellent pillow. I'm going to go down this trail over here. Why don't you come join me? Amazing. Wow, this is beautiful. You notice that branch? It looks like it has some dead stuff on it. That is resurrection fern. It can survive extreme desiccation. It looks like it's dead now, but a few minutes after rainfall, it'll turn bright green and start photosynthesizing. It's a plant with amazing superpowers. This is a good spot to set up camp. It's under a grove of American holly trees. It's secluded, it's green, it feels very relaxing. When I camp off trail, I usually hammock camp. So I'm going to set up my hammock between this tree here and this one. Hammocks have less environmental impact than traditional tents. Camp's all set up now. It was super easy to set up the hammock. I decided not to attach the rain fly because it's pretty warm and I want to see the stars and moon tonight. Although I have the rain fly down here and I can put it up pretty easily if I change my mind. Bear decided to stay at camp and take a siesta while I'm continuing to walk the trails. This area is a little bit different from where we set up camp. This is a little bit higher elevation. The soils are sandy and it's dry here. They're both longleaf pine and shortleaf pine. And as you can see, it's a really open environment. The pine trees require that, and in natural situations, periodic fires keep the underbrush under control. This area has had a prescribed burn, I would guess, maybe a couple of years ago. You can see why longleaf pine are called longleaf pine. Look at those needles. They're like 10, 12, 14 inches long. Time to make dinner. We have to be careful, Bear. It's burning, it's hot. So don't burn your paws. If we need to, we'll put the windscreen on it. It'll burn better with the windscreen. The water's starting to boil now. That didn't take very long, did it? This is a really good alcohol stove. We're going to have dried rice and chicken tonight. And so what I do is I take there's water. Now that it's boiling. Ooh, that's a hot flame. And I just put it in here. I'm not going to put it all in, just some of it. And then we'll just let it sit there for about 10 minutes and then it'll be ready. Will you watch it? And let's see, I wonder if maybe we can make some tea also. Some pine needles. I'm just going to bend them just a little bit, crush them a little, and then put them in. I'm not going to cut them up because they'll be easier to take out if they're just one piece. So put that in now that it's boiling, and I then take it off the heat after I make sure I stir it in. I don't want to keep it boiling because otherwise I'll end up with turpentine, and that doesn't taste very good. So I take it off the heat. Ooh, look at that fire. Now you keep watching that fire, Bear, so it doesn't get out of control. Okay? I know you're really interested in fire. Next week, the Texas A&M Forest Service is having an expo on forestry. And Smokey the Bear is going to be there. Smokey Bear, you know Smokey Bear. Do you want to visit him? You do? He'll tell you all about fire safety, and we need to stay away from the flame. That's really a big flame, and make sure that nothing catches on fire while that flame goes out. So you continue to watch that fire. And if you're a good little bear, we can go to the Forest Expo next week, and you can see Smokey Bear. Okay, the tea will be ready pretty soon. Soon as the color of the bright green begins to fade, then that's sufficient, and the nutrients will go into the water. And this is a very good drink for vitamin C. Okay, I'm going to put it here. The stove's out. We're just going to let that cool. Let's see how the rest of our meal is. Well, that's getting good. It's getting good. We'll let it soften up a little bit more, and then we'll eat dinner. Let's get the pine needles out of the tea. Put them over there. Hey, Bear, do you want to taste it first? Do you like it? You do? Okay, I'll try it. That really is good. I know, I've told you many times before to try pine needle tea. It does not taste like turpentine. It really is a good tea. It only tastes like turpentine if you boil it. You take it off the flame after you put the pine needles in. Some more. Okay, and now our dinner. You should like that, Bear. Chicken's one of your favorites. Good morning. I had a good night. Want some coffee first? It's good coffee, Bear. I sure slept well. Did you sleep well? I know you stayed in bed a lot longer than I did. Here's some more coffee. We have oatmeal too. I know you like oatmeal. A yellow-bellied sapsucker did this. They're horizontal lines like that, all the way up the tree. It sure is a pretty place. You know, after lunch, we're going to have to walk back to the car. It's a long ways. We want to get back to the car before dark. You know, when I'm out in the woods like this, I just hate to leave. It's just so pretty. It's quiet. It's beautiful. I think Bear and I are going to come back again, maybe in a few weeks.